Okay, I decided to put Obama's birth certificate that he released into CorelDRAW to see if I could see anything different, and sure enough, I have. If you take the color layer, the green layer, and you put it into you edit it. You go into edit, which takes you into Corel Photo Paint. You see that it rotates the image sideways. That means that that's how it was scanned in. But what I noticed was these two little dark marks at the top. So I zoomed in, and as you can see, it kind of looks like a number 3 or a number 2 or something. And there's something else right here. The funny thing is I hadn't remembered seeing these marks when I had first looked at it. So I decided to see if they were on the original document, and you can see it's about right across from where this handwritten 1 is. So when you go back to the original document, here's the 1, and those marks are missing. So I counted the hatch marks, and if you count them, the columns of hatch marks, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns. If you go back to the one that appears in Photo Paint, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This area was cut off. Now the question is, why? Why was it cut off? And where did these numbers come from? Were they dragged and dropped there, or were they part of the original safety paper? But what it does show is that there is no possible way that OCR separated all these layers or all these different parts of the document into separate layers, because this particular layer was rotated and this part was cut off or masked. Now if it had just scanned from the original document like this is all that it would see. But there's more to the file than just what you see. Another thing I noticed in CorelDRAW, and you probably notice it in any program, but I just happened to notice it here, is that there are 9 different objects in the document, and 8 of those 9 are monochrome, and the 9th one is color. Now why this is significant is because you cannot scan color and monochrome at the same time. It can't be done. You can either do color or you can do monochrome, but you can't scan them and get 2 different files at the same time. Monochrome means, for those who don't know, that, like, let's say I'll take this one for instance, pull that out. This, if you put it into Corel Photo Paint, you see that this object, what monochrome means is that the pixels are either white or black. There's no in between, no gray, no weird colors. If it's a color, like in the green background, there are, hold on, you zoom in on it, even if you zoom in on black, let's zoom in on black, there are weird grays and different colors with it that make up the black. That happens in all color scans. That means that they can't possibly have been scanned at the same time. They were scanned using two different settings and then put together after the fact. It's another example of how this was manually manipulated by a person after everything had been scanned. One other thing I noticed is that 2 of the 9 layers are different than the rest in that they consist of white dots. You may not even notice them if you didn't know that they were there. One of them is at the top up here and the other one is down here. I can show them better if I put them over let me order this, arrange order to the front of the page. You can see these white dots here, and the other ones are right here. Hold on, gotta select it. There, are here. Let me order it to the front. There's the other white dots. 2 sets of white dots that don't belong anywhere in this document. There's no reason for them to be there. If you choose to edit them or put them to Corel Photo Paint, you'll see that they are black dots and they're rotated. What this means is that somebody came along and took these black dots and painted over them with white paint instead of just erasing them. If you erase them like this, they're gone forever. If you go over and paint over them with white paint, it turns them white, but it doesn't make them disappear. So what this shows is, once again, that this document has been manually manipulated. You cannot scan white dots.